What's up, fam? I'm back once again. Doing yet another new video, and today we are gonna talk a bit about these guys. I'm sure a lot of you know what they are, but if you don't, these are Kaws Medicom toys made by a graffiti artist by the name of Kaws. Anyways, we are going to talk about these today, and we are going to talk about some of the usual flaws these guys have when you buy fake ones. So you can use this video if you want to, like, you know, buy Kaws figures on eBay and stuff, and you want to make sure that the ones you get are authentic, because a lot of fakes are being sold on eBay right now. A lot of Kaws figures and, you know, generally these hype beast accessories. So I'm hoping that you will find this video useful if you plan on buying these yourself. Let's get right into it. As you can see, we have two ones: the regular standing Kaws companion, the dissected one, which is just half regular, and the sitting one as well. So it's a great thing to have standing in your room if you want some decoration around and you don't want all these classic house furniture accessory stuff, whatever you want to call it. But like I said, we have two different ones here. I bought a standing and I bought a sitting one. They are 27.5 centimeters in length. The standing one is, I think this one might be 35, I believe he is, if he would be standing up, which is one of the first things to look out for, because the standing one comes in, I think it's 3 different sizes. I'm not too sure. This one is the standard one, the 28 centimeter or 27.5 centimeters, which is, don't quote me on this because I'm not too familiar with inches, but I believe it's 14 inches, or maybe not 11, I don't know. And this one I'm honestly not sure in inches. Then you can get a massive 4 feet, might be 4 feet, and then there's a, I think it's 7 centimeters, some are made. But this one, these are the standard sizes that most companions come in. So that's why I'm doing the video about them, because you will be facing these most often when you look for a Kaws companion. What you want to look out for is first and foremost the shape, the overall shape. Most are made correctly even though they are fake, but some very cheap fakes do have some flaws when it comes to ears, arms, legs, their organs, if it's the dissected one. I know the Pinocchio one has a crooked nose. So things like that you can look out for if you want to buy these. And then the weight of the item. Now these are made pretty good. The arms are pretty shit, you can really feel it here, but the weight of the item, because a lot of cheap ones feels really hollow inside, like it's just a layer of plastic and then just nothing inside. But this one is actually quite heavy, and this one as well. They are pretty heavy, so that's a thing you should look out for. The plastic has to feel nice, like the overall feel, and it has to be matte, no glossy paint, finish, plastic, anything, so they can't be too much shine on them. Actually, these ones has a bit of shine, but they are quite matte. But anyways, like I said, the weight, the feel, and then the overall color on the item, because that's where a lot of the producers tend to miss. Actually, there's a color difference on these two. I don't know if you can see it, but the sitting one is lighter. This one is a bit more dark yellow, where this one is a bit lighter. And the colors are darker than you would expect on a legit one. So that's another thing you can look out for. And the color on the rest of the organs as well. Some very good pinpoints to whether the item is fake or real. And this pretty much covers the overall basics of the item when you you know, those first things you should look out for. And if you move on and look at some of the tiny details where you have to have a bit of more trained eye to see. First off, there's a lot of paint going on. You know, the eyes are painted, some of the organs are painted as well. Let's just see if we can get the focus right here. Yeah, there we go. Some of the paint here, the eyes, they are often mistaken. There's a tiny gap down here, which there has to be, but I've seen a lot of fakes where the paint just go all the way down and the line is just a straight line. There's no difference in the thickness of the line or anything. It's just a basic black line which goes out into two branches, and the same over here. That's another major flaw that is not supposed to be there. Again, this one is a pretty good fake, so this one is made quite accurately, to be honest. And the same one goes for the sitting one. Some of the other things you want to look out for is if the lines, like in the eyes, are too straight and even. The eyes can be like, you know, just a straight cross. They always have to have a bit of a bend, like a bit of curvature. And what else? Then we have the text on the foot. This one is a bit harder to look out for because this one depends on when your companion is from. These have been produced over the course of many years, and depending on what season, the text changes underneath the foot, as far as I understand. So you would have to look out for any, you know, kind of check up on if your companion is made in 2013. You gotta check what the tag looks like from 2013 before you like conclude that it's a fake, because the 2013 version is not supposed to look like this. So if you find one and think it's from 2013, then check down here, because you can always see if the tag is different from what it's supposed to be, then it's an obvious fake. And it always states the date on the tag. Actually, this one says 2013, and to be honest, I'm not sure. You would have to find someone with a legit one. I know there's forums on the internet where you can find legit Kaws, and they would gladly help you out if you want to see how the specific tag for a specific year looks. And yeah, I think this pretty much covers some of the standard flaws you can find on the companions. And then moving on, we have the box as well, because these came in some pretty good boxes, to be honest. Most Kaws boxes, as far as I understand, has holograms on them, holograms that changes color depending on what side you look at it from. And depending on how the lightning hits the box. I'm not too sure if they just mean this one, but as far as I understand, a hologram is like a piece of just a tag, basically, where you can check if it's legit. I haven't been able to find any on either of these boxes, and I'm guessing there should be more than just this, because as you can see, how depending on how the lightning hits this one, it has a different shine to it. But the boxes are pretty good made. They look almost identical to the real thing, and the protection inside, which I believe this one is wrong, because I believe the real one has some kind of white coating over it. It's a bit of like smoky white looking thing. It's not supposed to be clear, from what I've understood on the internet. I'm no real expert on these, but I've done my homework as far as what to look out for when you are buying your Kaws companions. But yeah, I think this pretty much sums up the video. These were around $20 at most each, so they are pretty cheap. And of course, if you find a figure for $20 to $50 on eBay, don't expect it to be real. The real thing is more than $1,000, so you would have to be pretty naive to think that you can get a legit Kaws figure for that kind of money. But anyways, that's it for today's video. As always, let me know in the comments what you want to hear about. I have a few ideas for myself, but I'm always open to listening to you guys and listen to what you want to hear. And also, don't forget to join our Discord. The community is growing pretty well. So head over there now And sign up if you have any questions, if you want to ask some of the other members of the community about something, like if you are unaware where you can get certain items and stuff. People are really helpful in there, so go in there and check it out. Bye!